Hey guys, my name is Devin Kennedy, and you are watching Celeb Secrets TV. So I grew up in a pretty musical family. My dad played a lot of instruments. My grandpa was a concert pianist, and so just a lot of music and a lot of creativity around the house growing up, and that led me to want to be in bands and want to learn how to produce and write, and I went to college for it, and here I am. My first concert was Paul McCartney, and my second concert was John Mayer. So I just love like super musical, amazing solo artists, and just always loved like the musicality and like true musicianship of those guys. I really love, like I said, like true musicianship in music. So like really figuring out the chords and really going in on the production and all that stuff. And so those are just like strong influences for me. Those are super musical artists and artists like, you know, Bruno Major and Tom Misch, and like artists that really get into the like the fine details of making music. I love that stuff.
Absolutely.
The song is about, you know, living a carefree and fun lifestyle, living in the moment. And for me, I grew up on like slow jam guitar music, right? And so I wanted to kind of take that world and make it a little more fun and a little more exciting than it is sometimes.
Yeah.
So melded those worlds into one song. I love that song. I'm so excited that it's out now, and yeah, blessed to film the music video inside of a Boeing 777.
Incredible.
So it's crazy. It was insane. We just had this crazy idea to film inside of a plane. I didn't know how we were gonna make it work, but the team and the director on the shoot made it happen, and we went in there and we set up some crazy lights and we made some crazy visuals, and chaos ensues from there. It's one of my favorite videos. Being inside of a plane and it's your plane for the day, and that's it's almost like flying private, right?
No, for
Except we
sure.
couldn't get off the ground. But yeah, it's a super fun experience, and we all got to go out of town and shoot the video. I just love, you know, being, you know, traveling with my friends and doing cool stuff.
Incredible.
And we were, you know, up all night the night before that filming another video, and then we woke right back up after 2 hours of sleep and got in the plane and filmed that. California Rain, my debut album, is out June 8th. I'm so excited for everybody to hear it. I feel like I've been making these EPs and making a lot of music the last few years, just building up to this moment for myself. So I'm really excited. I'm from California. The title track is called California Rain. It just felt like the right thing to do for this album.
Absolutely.
And it's a fusion of R&B and jazz and pop and all the musical things that I love. So I'm excited for everybody to listen through it. The story for this album is that I think it's just going to leave everybody wanting more and more. It's like California Rain, you know? You never really get enough of it, and it's elusive, and you're always kind of waiting for the next time it comes. And I think love can be that way too, and that's kind of the story I'm telling. From this record, I want everybody to find their own story in this album. There's a song for everybody. There's a song for heartbreak. There's a song for love. There's a song for going out and just walking in the park, you know, you name it. So I hope everybody can just find their own soundtrack, and that's really the intention with writing the songs. They're not really my songs anymore. They're really for everybody else. And so I hope everybody can you know, craft their own story around the songs, just like I have. Frequent Flyer, like I said, is one of my personal favorites. I love all of them. The title track is California Rain, which is coming out with the album. That one really feels like it represents the project really well. And something I'm also really proud of with the rollout of this album is just the visuals that we were able to pull together. Like we were talking about being in a plane, or you know, the next video I'm getting rained on. I mean, you know, there's lots of crazy things happening, and definitely was able to level up my music videos this time around and get super creative with a specific team and put that together. So
Absolutely.
I'm really excited for everybody to see the remaining videos. A little different this time around, just making more songs for a longer period of time leading up to this project. So made like a lot of just starts and beats and was just being creative after I got off tour last summer. And I've been doing a lot of my songs with a group of like 3 or 4 people for the last couple of years.
Okay.
So we went out to Joshua Tree around my birthday in October last year and spent about a week out there and wrote over half the album out there in a few days, a couple songs a day, and just being super creative and really just isolating ourselves out there. So that was a lot of fun, a super creative period, and then came back and went out to Nashville for about a week too. And by the time I got to Nashville, I knew that I need a fast song, I need a slow song. Like I was starting to fill in the pieces for the album. And then spent a few more months working on it. I've put out a few, EPs and singles since 2020, and so a lot of that music was made during lockdown. This music was made kind of as things were ending, and as we were traveling again and able to go out and about. But I learned a lot through that period. I mean, I still really felt like I was in a developing phase of my career at that point, really learning who I wanted to work with and what kind of music I wanted to make. And being at home for that time was just allowed for like a lot of self-reflection, which was definitely crucial for me at that point.
Yeah.
For me, it was musically a lot of trial and error. I mean, I'm making hundreds of songs a year, I think, at this point, and so it's just making a lot of different things and figuring out what feels authentic and what feels right for where I'm at and who I am. And I think you can see, at least I can see the growth if you look at my projects that I've been putting out since 2020 and 2021. I can see the sound kind of honing in project by project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on tour in January with Daniel CV, and that was just a great way to start the year and meeting so many new people and going to cities I've never been to. So I'm looking forward to doing more of that, hopefully through the summer and the end of the year. I would say, actually, music aside, a goal for myself this year is to just make sure my priorities are set straight. I tend to work a lot and not do a lot of anything else. So I'm going to rebalance myself this year and do a little more, living of life. That's my goal. I got a lot of family nearby, and so it's making sure that I keep that a priority. And just, seeing friends and just really just going outside and like walking around and just, doing things.
Doing the little things.
Music. Truly, it's very important. Something I was just thinking about, and I honestly didn't realize this until I looked back at the work tape, like the dates on my Dropbox, but there's 2 songs on the album. The first song is called Walk in the Park, and then the 7th song is called As Is. I actually made those songs on the same day.
Wow.
So I don't know what I did that morning to get ready for those sessions, but I got to figure out what kind of coffee I had or what prepped me to write the 2 great songs in one day. But yeah, that was an interesting detail I just realized the other day. I went from one session to the next and knocked out 2 songs from the album in one day.